Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of the Lovejoy Nation podcast. Welcome back, Angie and Dave. What's been going on with you guys? What's new in your world?
Hey, Lesley. Well, other than, I guess, the obvious tour, I'm having 2 days to frantically scramble and decide which dates we're going to. Not much. How about you, Dave?
Last week, we went to see Youngblood. He was playing down in Southampton. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really impressive. Really impressed with him. What a rock and roll show. Really was good.
And he seems like a good guy. I keep seeing him come up on my TikToks and seeing his relationship with Ozzy and stuff. It's bittersweet to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's catapulted into something even bigger just since the Aussie gig. But he's always been on the way up and up and up. And since the Aussie gig, bearing in mind they all perform for free.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, many more people, rock fans, like him.
Yep, he's becoming more of a household name, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's the only sort of thing I've been up to. Apart from end of year school stuff, all that exciting stuff.
That is exciting when you're the kid that's ending school for summer break. Other than buying a ridiculous amount of tickets for Lovejoy shows, someone needs to take my credit card away. There's been a few new things we've been There's been a few things we working on Lovejoy Nation related. So we've created an online merch store. If you go to our website, lvjynation.com, you'll see a link for the store where you can see t-shirts that we designed that say, "I'm with Rob." It was a play on words, with Rob as my witness from the single. I made a Spotify playlist that was very Rob heavy when it first launched so that it would get lots of streams when I played it on repeat. And I called it "I'm with Rob." And Angie and her daughter had shirts made up to wear to Summerfest saying "I'm with Rob," and got a lot of nice feedback at the festival, right?
We did. Yeah, we had people asking if we could or if they could buy them. So there you are.
Here we go. So we have a couple options up there for colors and things, and also a Rob mug inspired by the photo of Ash holding a mug that said Rob on it in big letters. So check it out. We tried to keep prices low just to have some fun with it and get it out there for if anyone wants to wear the shirt to a gig, perhaps. It's just all in good fun.
Absolutely. With the merch store, it's currently in the US. Only, but we are working on, let's just say, the rest of the world. So it's currently in the US, but we'll get there.
Very good. Worth a mention there. Thanks, Dave. I just wanted to bring up an app that I've learned about called Fave, F-A-V-E. It's an app for fans of different fandoms to come together and share their fan activities and earn points to become a verified super fan. And thanks to me, I'll give myself a little pat on the back and nudging the people over at Fave for the past, 8 months or so to get Love Enjoyers up on there. It's now there. So there's a Love Enjoyers fan base. I'm the Fave ambassador for Love Enjoyers on Fave. It's a fun app. It's free. There'll be a store opportunity for anyone in the fandom that creates any kind of merch to sell their items on there as well. It's all integrated. It's really cool. It's fun. It's up and coming. And music companies are involved. I know Sony and Warner, they're behind, a lot of the funding for this. So check it out. The Fave app, F-A-V-E. If you have trouble finding it, it's Fave for Fans is what they call themselves. Faveforfans.com is another way to find links to get the app as well. So please check it out so we can grow the Love Enjoyers base up. And you'll see other fandoms that you may want to join for like Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles. There's tons. So you might find more fandoms you want to join as well.
Harry Styles. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Ed Sheeran, the Cheerios. I'm a Cheerio, so I'm in that too. So on today's episode, we are going to be very tour and concert heavy with our topics, but also trying to keep this a lighter, informative episode than the last one, which we went a little long. So we're going to be discussing the tour announcement with the dates and the cities, cost of touring, the VIP package that's being offered, and as well concert and Lovejoy gig etiquette, advice, and Q&A from the fans that have sent us in questions. So with that, we can get started with the first piece of this, the tour announcement.
Amazing, wasn't it? I mean, we all just got an email, saw the socials. Wow. Just, oh my God, it was just a frenzy.
It really was.
I was definitely not expecting that to be announced so soon, but I think like a lot of other people guessed, there's probably visas that play into this. As we know, they're not cheap, and they probably wanted to squeak in that North American tour while they still had valid visas. So yeah, wow. I felt like it really came out of nowhere. And then you only had, 2 days before tickets went on sale? So you had to get all your ducks in a row and talk to your friends and figure out who's going where. And it was crazy.
It was crazy for us Americans, but poor Dave was left in the dust a little bit there.
Absolutely gutted. It come out North American tour and it's like, what?
Isn't this an English band? What the hell?
But,
well,
no, when you talk about visas and they were in America last year, that visa may run for a year. So, it absolutely makes perfect sense to do the US and Canada first.
Yeah, and actually when you look at the tour dates for this, and it's the One Simple Tour playing off of their album, which would be called One Simple Trick. They start October 18th in Boston, and they wrap up in New York on the 26th of November. And so, yeah, that really squeaks it in under the deadline, if you will, because I believe the last date of the last tour in 2024 ended November 30th. So, yeah, it's around that same year mark.
They got to be in and out before then.
So, lots of big cities. I know I'm going to 3 of them, and so is Angie.
Yes, I will be at Chicago, Minneapolis, and Washington, D.C. How about you, Lesley?
I'll be meeting up with you in Chicago and Philadelphia, New York. So it's going to be busy fall.
So let me get this right. I'm going to get a message and photographs from both of you at a gig without flipping the bird at me.
I don't do that sort of thing. I don't do that sort of thing.
You'll get one from me. Now I will not forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe I'll do a tongue out face.
Yeah. And I've got no doubt you've got VIP then, so you'll have the boys behind you.
And then we'll be like with the set lists.
Yeah.
The guitar picks.
Yeah.
Oh, my aching neck from looking up at Will all night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make sure we rub it in. I'm just kidding, Dave. I'm sure I'm sure there's a UK tour right around the horizon.
It makes sense. Come home for Christmas, UK tour. If I loosely say end of January, February, it makes sense, doesn't it? It really does.
It does.
UK
yes.
And European tour. That's my thoughts.
Yeah. Someone did mention on a Lovejoy Instagram post, they made a comment like there should be a Brighton gig around the time of the album launch. And Dave, I think you caught what Lovejoy's response was to that.
Shh.
Yes. A shush emoji. So one can only speculate. That's like a wink wink they could have used as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Don't really know what to say to that apart from hurry up and get me an email, please.
Because we're counting on you, Dave. We're counting on you to get into that gig and give us a scoop.
If it happens.
Yes, I should say big if.
It happens. I'm just hoping for VIP.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be pretty awesome.
That would.
And do you know what?
And
I'm
yeah.
going to get the whole band selfie flipping their fingers off to you two, if that's the case.
Dang, man. I told you I don't do that sort of thing.
He'll send it to me.
Yeah.
Here, Angie. Oh, sorry. I put it in the wrong chat.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for thinking of me.
Not a problem.
Well, that would be like doubly heartbreaking because you'd be with my favorite band in my now favorite city. So, boo-hoo. But anyway, can't cry now because, well, I can cry looking at my bank statement. Related to this, like sort of, as we like to say, Lovejoy adjacent, is just thinking about the prospect of this. I think it's 27 dates across the United States and a few in Canada. And just thinking about what a huge undertaking it is, right? It's not that it's not as if they're just going on a vacation and, road tripping around the country. It's the expenses of it all. It's a massive undertaking. It takes a lot of people to put it together and figure out the finances of it all. I know sometimes it's easy to forget, paying the cost of the crew, the sound engineers, lighting technicians, Yovazal with his amazing lighting designs. If they have to hire musicians on the road, the transportation to get around, the flights,
hotels,
shipping equipment here and there, even shipping all the merch, making sure they're going to have enough, pre-buying all of the merch and items that they're going to give out to be sure they have enough to cover all the states and all the shows.
Absolutely. I mean, we went to the Bournemouth gig. I think it was second or third to last gig. They had a couple of T-shirts there, and you thought, yeah, I'll have one of them. Oh, we haven't got that in that size. We haven't got that in that size.
Right, that happens.
Because we were at the end of the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gutting because you couldn't get the one you wanted. Yes, we all come away happy with the merch.
Yeah.
But not everything was there, which was a bit of a shame.
I think one thing people forget about too, or maybe don't forget about, but at least maybe us in the States, is the cost of just getting a visa to come over here. And we were doing some research ahead of this podcast. I found an Associated Press article from April of 2024. The visa fees for international artists to tour in the U.S. went up 250%. It's over $1,600 just to apply for the visa. So, I mean, if you take that and, think about all of the people that need to come over here, band, crew, you've got Elodie, you've got Misha,
the equipment getting over here. You've seen them in the vlogs with the piles of boxes of equipment.
Yes.
That, buying one extra suitcase to check in costs like $100. I can't even imagine to bring all that equipment on an airplane. If they have to rent things here, rent drum sets and amplifiers and sound system.
And that's £1,600 per person.
Yes.
Per
not
person.
Just not per band, right? Per person.
For the visa?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said $1,600. Well, it was US dollars, so I don't know what that translates to, but
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, about that.
Yeah. So I mean, you can spend probably close to $20,000 or more just to be able to come over here.
Get here.
And maybe that doesn't sound like a lot of money if you're, Taylor Swift or Beyonce, but if you're a small indie rock band, that's a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah, it's their debut album. This is a big undertaking, as I've said. I keep using that word, but it's true. And there's the venue costs that are related. It's not free just to play at a venue. There's venue staff, there's the back line, there's performance fees or ticket fees, or the venue takes a portion of marketing, advertising, publicity, all of this.
You've got to give your supporting acts. Your
supporting acts, they don't work for free.
No.
Insurance, taxes, so much that goes into it. So I think that's important for folks to realize when they're getting their credit card out and buying these tickets. It's exciting for us. It's meaningful for them. And it's important. It's as much as it's a fundraiser, it's a fan-raiser, as I'd like to call it. And that's probably the bigger goal here, is to build that audience, streaming, listening, purchasing the music, purchasing the merch, expanding that. So to grow.
Yeah, let's face it, everything from the last, I'll loosely say, world tour, everything's gone up in price as well.
Oh, for sure.
You know, cost of hotels, cost of this, cost of that. Absolutely everything's gone up.
Tariffs on things.
Yeah. Tariffs, yeah.
Yeah. Their
Yeah.
food, everywhere they go. The tour bus or the whatever they're using to get around or to carry their equipment, vehicles to carry the equipment. It's a lot to budget for.
I don't think they go out on tour to make money. I don't think anybody goes out on tour to make money unless, again, you're one of these huge stars, which is what percentage of the artists out there today? Not
Right.
many.
They don't see just 100% of the ticket sales. In fact, they have to pay everybody back first before they see a dime, the actual musicians in the band. So we just wanted to touch on that. And now we'll just head into, let's talk about the VIP package. Let's talk about something fun that you could spend your money on.
You two just chat amongst yourselves then.
Angie's our resident VIP package expert. At least she has 2 under her belt. I don't have any. Dave doesn't have any. It hasn't been such a thing that's been offered for the shows I've gone to. So hasn't happened yet for me.
Well, I don't know about an expert. I've done 2. Pebble and I did one for Mother, and then we did one for Good Kid. And I am really, really pumped about this package that we're being offered by Lovejoy, right, Lesley? I mean, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'm having trouble sleeping at night thinking about what I'm going to say to the band and not scare them away or not fumble over my words or, as I said, the Christmas Story scene. I just keep picturing myself as Ralphie getting pushed down the slide, trying to tell Santa what he wants for Christmas. And Busta being the elf pushing me down.
Pushing you off the stage.
Do you get the visual there, Dave?
Yes,
If you've seen A Christmas Story. A football! No! I want a Red Ryder BB gun composite stock. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. You'll understand.
It's a classic. It's a classic for sure. But I'm trying to think, the price that we paid for each of those VIP packages, both Mother, and Good Kid, was almost exactly the same, give or take, as Lovejoy is charging for theirs. And it didn't include really all of the things that Lovejoy is offering here. I mean, like for Mother, instead of a meet and greet, we had a pre-show acoustic, like 20-minute set plus a Q&A, which was cool. Good Kid did do an acoustic set, and they did a quick meet and greet, which was fun. But as far as like a signed poster, the envelope card pack, stuff like that, like we didn't get all of those extra little goodies.
I know. Just thinking about what they would charge for a signed poster by itself, right? And then plus the cost of admission.
Absolutely.
You also get early access, so maybe you don't have to wait outside for 12 hours.
Right.
The VIP, what was on offer, I went back because I had a picture from 2023 of the merch. And am I right with the VIP? They're offering some special limited merch thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ville card packs, which I'm really excited about. Signed poster. Is there anything else?
Early access.
And early access. Now, looking back, and you'll all sort of say the same and think, you've gone to the Lovejoy gig. What merch have you bought? How much has it cost? That's without any VIP. You've all bought T-shirts. You've all bought hoodies. There's almost $80 there, or 80 quid.
Yeah.
To me, the cost of the ticket itself?
The cost of the ticket itself. I mean, in the UK, they were doing some discounted tickets, and then you had the regular price tickets, and it was first come, first serve on the discounted tickets. But whether you bought a regular price ticket, $150, even 150 quid in the UK. I mean, posters were a tenner in the UK.
And that's cheap, actually, because I was just looking at the resources for teaching the tour, and it was £25 for a poster, not signed.
Yeah, might have been 15, but they were certainly...
Looking at 2024 versus 2023 as well.
Yeah. For me, value of the VIP, and let's face it, I can get in early and have a wee. Do you know what I mean?
That's worth it to you.
That's
Right.
value of this has got to be fantastic for me. Limited edition merch. Okay, it could be a lanyard. I'm a
Right.
Lovejoy VIP. Might be a little bit disappointing. Could be a special tote bag. Could be, who knows what it could be. I think it's well worth every single penny.
Just because it's exclusive and, you know, it's not something everybody gets. And that's fine.
But
because
the Anvil cards is huge, you know, alone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know there's been, as Lesley said, there were some listeners who sent in questions about the shows and VIP and other things in general. So thank you for that. And I know they will be getting to those questions and we can talk some more about the details of VIP then too. But I mean, really, overall, I think it's a fantastic deal. And it sounds like you guys agree. So
the opportunity to meet the band is incredible because they could sort of be elusive, the band members running in and out of the venue, and that's completely their right. You know, so that they don't want to get sick or they are just they're focused or they just want to get in and out. The fact that they're offering this opportunity is huge, and I think it's great for them to have the time to interact with fans, and I think that'll be very special and meaningful to the fans. And I think it's good for them too, because to hear directly from the fans has got to be touching instead of it just being digital on a screen all the time or just screaming random nonsense in the crowd, but to actually be face to face and have those little moments.
Absolutely. I mean,
feels good for everybody.
The other night at Youngblood, he announced one of the last things he said, I'll be outside in 20 minutes. So there was this whole space with railings barricaded off and all that, and everybody just went outside. But we couldn't get anywhere close to getting to him. People that had maybe met him, shook his hand or had a selfie were not moving away. No, if you were loosely, say, fourth row back, you saw the top of his head. You couldn't, without push, and people weren't, oh, I've been seen to, I'll move away.
Right.
So for me, it doesn't matter whether you're first in the queue or whether you're last in the queue, you're going to have that special moment, the band.
And it's good that it'll be it sounds like it'll be in a structured, safe way for everybody.
Absolutely. And I know there's been sort of maybe not so much the culture, but sometimes almost sort of an expectation that maybe you'll see the band or possibly run into them. I mean, it does happen, and they've always been extremely kind and sweet and accommodating. But when it comes down to it, when you buy a general admission ticket to a show, you're buying a ticket to the concert, and you shouldn't have any other expectations attached to that. If you do happen to meet them outside, like, awesome, fantastic. Bonus. Right. And I think that's something that we all need to remember and keep in perspective too, as we talk about the VIP packages and, also still the possibility of, will they be out after the show? Will they not be out after the show? And
accessible or not?
Yes. Yeah. I think that's the word I'm going for, accessibility. And I think that's still something to keep in mind.
Yeah. It's no different to when I go to Brighton. I do not ever expect to bump into any of them. Do you know what I mean? So,
but you're hopeful.
I'm always hopeful.
Oh,
absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
But
you're not going to get mad that you didn't. No,
because my daughter was a little bit younger. Do you think we'll see him again? Don't bank on it. If it happens, it happens,
be hopeful.
And it will happen for a reason. Fate, one day, but that could be in a year, 3 years, 5 years. Who knows?
All right. Yep, I agree with you.
It seems like these VIP packages are popular. I went through last night on Ticketmaster and Access just to see if I was able to purchase them. Now, disclaimer, just because I couldn't find them doesn't mean that they may not still be available. So don't take my word for it. If you are still looking for a VIP package in any of these cities, please look, please call the venue, please find out on your own, because this is not like set in stone. For Boston and Atlanta, I could pick one VIP ticket, but not two. And for the cities of Chicago, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., Philly, and New York City, I was not able to find any VIP tickets for those shows. So again, are they sold out? Maybe, but it looks like they probably are. Again,
or likely
if you're looking
are,
for
right?
them, yeah, they're probably likely sold out. So it seems like they're pretty popular, which I think is great. It's great for the band.
That's
It's
awesome.
great for the fans.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a win-win.
100%. And with that, I say we move along to our concert Q&A advice for Lovejoy gigs. We got a ton of questions, and we just want to knock through them. Again, another disclaimer, just we're not official Lovejoy. We are an unofficial fan podcast, and we can answer to the best of our ability, our best guesses, but we'll also give advice to find out for sure some of the answers to your questions that we are unable to guarantee are the answers. So for the first one, will they tour the UK and Europe? I think we can all, with a lot of confidence,
as I just said,
thumbs up that and say yes.
I said a few minutes ago, I'm guessing beginning of next year, we'll all hear something for UK, European, and let's face it, festivals, everything like that, all around Europe. It makes sense to do the tour into the summer.
I hope they hit some countries or cities that they haven't been to yet, because we're always seeing these fans in other places begging, please come to where I live. So that would be neat and exciting for the band to go to a new place or new places that they haven't been.
Next question. What time to be there for VIP? Well, I can tell you that in my past experience, if you have purchased VIP packages, you will get an email about a week before. Usually from the venue or the promoter, someone associated with the venue, and it will give you details such as what time to be there. Both of the VIP experience that I've had, there was one where we went in pretty early. It was, I think, maybe 6:30 doors, and they had us go in around 4:30 for the VIP event, and then they had us go back out and wait until about 15 minutes before the regular doors opened, and then they let us in. The other one, we went in and we stayed in. We did not have to go back out. So I would say if you have a VIP package, basically we don't know what time you're going to have to go in, but it could be late afternoon. So I would advise that you keep your calendar open that day so that if you need to be there much earlier than door open, that you are able to do so. But
when they had you go back out, were you in a separate line, the general line?
So they had us wait in a separate area, and everybody was good about getting back in the order that they were in when we went into the venue initially. But yeah, watch for an email. Like I said, in my experiences, it's usually been about a week out with a schedule and more information.
Next question. What's it like in the pit? For starters, pit to me is an American term. So what's the pit?
Near the stage in
so
general admission, so standing.
Saying, what's it like at the front?
Yeah, where you're just standing.
Depends what band you see.
Yeah, when you're at a heavy metal show, watch out. But Lovejoy's not heavy metal.
All the Lovejoy shows that I've been to in the pit, it's really tame. People are nice. You will get the occasional person that thinks that they need to push their way through everybody else. But honestly, that's really rare.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to be very respectful, very friendly, very willing to help you if you have an issue. So I would say, don't worry about it. If that's where you want to be, I think that you won't have any problems, that the people around you will be kind. And it's not crazy.
No, there's no moshing. It's more just jumping up and down during concrete and things like that. Nice.
Yes, you will get sometimes a small surge of people stepping forward because somebody's pushed behind. That goes sideways, front ways, whatever. But everybody's good. Grab hold of the next person or the person in front of you if you're going to get a surge. Everybody's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, usually it's if they bump a shoulder or something, they'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Usually you get that, actually. So
yeah, right.
It's really pretty tame, I'd say.
One tip, if you are right on the barricade, I would advise to you that we call it the starfish. We call it the starfish, especially with your elbows. Take your elbows, and it's almost like you're resting your arms on the barricade in front of you, but keep your elbows out so you've got some extra space, because if you squeeze your arms in so your elbows are touching, you don't have space for your body, and people might not even do it on purpose.
They'll just fill in that space, right?
Right. That space will get filled in, and you're going to realize that you don't have any room for your arms. So make sure you maintain a decent amount of space around you, and
keep your legs apart, your feet apart.
Yes. Keep your feet apart, and you know what? You'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'd say so. All right. How early to line up outside the venue? Depends on how dedicated you are and the weather that you're dealing with. Yeah.
See, for me, I'll get there when I get there. Basically. I'm not rocking up at 5 a.m.
Well, I think if Angie and I, we just you can't sleep anyway, so.
Right. It's too exciting.
Yeah. Especially if you have friends to hang out with.
Yes. Or children bothering you to get out there because they just can't take it anymore.
I will say, if you do get there like in the morning time, you might be the first people there, and you will not have needed to be there that early, because the next round of people might not show up for a few more hours, which I've seen. So it's whoever gets there first sort of starts the line.
Right. I know there's always been the idea that, and it's been true for the most part, that the culture around this fan base is that they queue extremely early. And that definitely, I think, used to be the case. But in the last 3 shows, I would say, that I've gone to, which have been within the past year, that has not so much been the case. I mean, people still get there more than an hour before the show starts, but I don't think it's not quite as competitive or cutthroat or just plain old bonkers as it was. So
yeah, and I think even if you got there a couple hours before, you'll still be very up close. Even if you're not touching the barricade, you'll still be in a very good, happy place near the stage. And maybe even that view might even be better, honestly. People do say that being too close is sometimes not great. You can't see the full stage as well. So
I'd agree with that.
I think you'll be fine.
I've been up front. I've been right at the back for various gigs, whatever. And to the extent of when I saw The Prodigy, it was in a small stadium, and I actually sat back in the seats at the back just to watch the whole show, rather than be down there.
Right.
Experience it differently from the back.
Yeah, and these aren't huge venues either, so there's probably really no bad place to be in them. So, okay, next up.
How to avoid losing your voice. Well, the best way to avoid losing your voice is not to yell and scream, but we all know that is not realistic.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, if you don't want to lose your voice, you probably will have to be mindful not to be super loud. I mean, that's really, I don't think there's any special tricks.
Right. You can sing along without screaming along the words to the songs.
Right. Yeah. I think that's just going to be what you'll have to do.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm I'm going to give you ladies a little tip. Pineapple juice.
Really?
Oh, for after?
After, yeah. Before. If you've got a husky voice the following day, pineapple juice.
Okay. Someone
There you
did
have it.
ask for a remedy as well, so that works. Thanks.
With the condition that the wife's got and it affects the throat and the breathing, affects her voice. Her voice will go croak and all this lot. The amount of people who suffer from this commend pineapple juice.
Huh.
For the
Good to know.
vocal cords. So,
all right.
Pineapple juice for the vocal cords.
Very good. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
And now you got the next question.
How much recording is too much? I'll start with this one. On the Youngblood gig, my arms started to ache. Put the camera down for 10 minutes. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Make sure you grab your favourite song or the songs that you want covered. Other than that, put the phone down, jump around.
Mm-hmm.
I very, very rarely take any video at shows.
Yeah, we know.
I much prefer to be in the moment. And I know that when I go online, I will find somebody who has taken video of the same show. And it's going to be much better than any sort of video that I took. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band Ghost. On their current tour, they have a policy that you have to put your phone in a pouch when you enter the venue. You are not allowed to have your phone out with you during the show. Tobias Forge, he essentially is Ghost. He got so tired of seeing the audience just stand there with their phones the whole time and nobody was engaging with, you know, him or the band. So he's like, you know what? No phones. Extremely controversial, I'm sure.
Do you know what? I think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I like that. I know Billy Joe from Green Day would love that because he kept saying, like, put down the phones. Put down the phones. He wants everybody.
I mean, back in our day, when I was young, what was our phone? What's that? It was a lighter.
Yes.
You'd wave your lighter in the air. Okay?
Yes.
And there's something special about that. But now, it's phone lights. And there's something wrong about that. Take the videos you want to video. Like I say, take your favourite song, whatever, couple of songs. But then certainly enjoy it.
I like to bring I got a point and shoot that's recommended on the concert photography Reddit because I'm into photography. So at the last shows, I did do some videos of my favorite songs, but I also tried to take pictures with this point and shoot, which I feel is a little less distracting than trying to video a whole thing. Just trying to capture some cool photographs with the lighting and all was fun. So yeah, there's no right or wrong answer, but don't forget, like Angie said, be in the moment because you end up watching it sometimes through the screen of your phone, which is sad because the real thing's right there in front of you. You can watch it through that screen another time. You don't need to. You paid to watch it live, so watch it live.
And don't have your phone in someone else's face, please. Yeah, because they will not be happy with you.
Right. They don't want your hand with your phone blocking their view. Alrighty. Next up, how hot will the venue get? What to bring to prepare for it? The venue will probably get hot, especially, if you're the closer you are and the lights and the people and all those bodies. Yeah, it'll get hot. You cannot really bring in water bottles, correct? Like that's usually not a thing.
Nope.
No, they want you to buy drinks.
Nope.
There. If you're going to buy anything.
You don't go to a restaurant and take your own food. How it was explained the other week, but yeah.
Dress appropriately. I know you want to have this cool fit and you might like the sweater a lot and like big boots and all this, but think about it. No one's going to see this at the bottom half of you anyway. Just dress cool and comfortably, smartly. And sometimes they'll even hand out water, but you can't count on that. So hydrate before and grab a drink after.
Yeah, or as soon as you get in, if there's a group of you, send someone to get water.
Right.
This North American tour, I know it's in the fall, but It's going to be hot in there. You are not going to want a big sweater or hoodie. What I like to do is wear layers, wear a t-shirt and throw a hoodie over it. That way, when you get into the venue, you can take the hoodie off.
Wrap it around your waist.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of venues are good about giving out water, but that's definitely not a given. Like Lesley said, make yourself hydrate before the show. That is one of my worst fears, not hydrating enough. And then you get in there and it's hot and you're packed in with all these people. And what a bummer. If you pass out, then you don't get to see the rest of the show anymore. So
yeah, it's not
make
worth
sure you are drinking your water ahead of time.
Very good. That was a good question, actually.
Really good one.
For sure.
Next question. How to get a good spot if you're short? Well, I am extremely
Angie
short.
may know a thing or two.
To be honest, I try to get as close to the front as I can. And that's a big reason for it. If I'm more than, 3 or 4 rows back, sometimes I have a hard time seeing. So I'm going to say either try and get really close to the front, or a lot of these venues on the North American tour look like they have balconies. I have seen some amazing video, and I've actually watched some great shows from the balcony of venues. So if you're short, try and get up front.
Don't knock
or consider, consider the balcony. It's actually a really great view, and you don't have to worry about tall people being in front of you.
Alrighty. Good advice.
Transportation tips. Check wherever you live, how to get there. Bus, train.
I have a little spiel about transportation, and I'm going to try and make it quick because, like I said, I'm feeling very mother henish this episode. Have someone drop you off or pick you up if you can. Check with the venue. A lot of times, some of these venues, they have a small parking lot for free if you get there early enough. Sometimes there's a paid parking lot nearby that you can reserve in advance. I really try to avoid parking garages if I can. Again, it's going to be late at night. If you're in an unfamiliar area, you don't exactly want to be walking through a parking garage late at night trying to find your car. There are websites like Spot Hero where you can look if it's in a larger city and reserve a parking spot. If you are going to use an Uber or a Lyft, and this is a result of me listening to way too many true crime episodes, please make sure that you just don't get into a random car of somebody that says they're an Uber or a Lyft. Please use the app and make sure that it is an actual driver. And there's my PSA for the day. Thank you.
Very good. Valuable, I'd say. Avoid dark alleys, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Next question.
Merch costs. So we were looking back at the resources for teaching tour prices to sort of get an idea when answering this question. And it looked like, now these are in pounds, so I guess it's sort of like in dollars the same. T-shirt, 35 pounds, hoodie, 75 pounds, poster, 25 pounds. I guess those are roughly what they'd be in American dollars. 35, 75, 25.
Yeah, give or take.
That's our typical.
Yeah, so I'm certainly expecting 35 minimum.
And these are all very normal prices for if you're not experienced at going to shows. These are all very normal, typical prices for concert merch. And actually, this might even be a little on the cheaper side.
It's a little lower, actually, I'd say,
Yeah.
Because
so just
T-shirts
so you know.
a lot, at like Green Day and things, are now like around 45 for a T-shirt. It's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The MCR shirts right now are 50. Yeah. I mean,
there you go.
Yeah.
And the hoodies, of course, are always going to be more, but,
Yeah.
given the size.
Youngblood, we bought a T-shirt. That was 35. So
I'm hopeful that they have a few lower priced items for folks, as an option, patches or stickers or keychains, something like that. But we just obviously, maybe. We just don't know. We could just guess, like a lot of this, unfortunately. But I hope it's an educated guess, or you're finding it to be. I think you will. Next up, this is perfect for a mother hen.
I think I already answered some of this. General safety. Well, you all got my spiel about dark parking garages and alleyways and that sort of thing. So you guys have anything else to add as far as safety? I know there's surely more, but
walk with crowds. If there's a parking garage, as you say, make sure you
Garage.
follow. Yes, make sure you follow in with somebody else who's been at the gig. Just be a bit safe.
Yeah, and as far as in the gig, I was just thinking. I know a big concern is splitting up. If one has to run to the bathroom or one goes to get merch, like that's always a thing, right? If you get separated from each other, how to find each other again. It's one person's holding a spot. I don't know what to say about how to be better or safer with that, but
we always have. When we go shopping or somewhere new, we always have a spot, right? So if you get lost, there's a church in the centre, or there's something. If you get lost, we'll meet there. When we're leaving a gig, I'll say to my daughter, you get lost, walk out the door, turn left, take 2 steps, stop. I can't find you. I know that you're going to be just beyond the door. Do you know what I mean? Or I'm going to be just beyond the door. So we always have a little meet point, safe point.
It's a good idea. Sort of try to, while you're waiting in the queue or the line, whatever you'd like to call it, plan for these sort of things. Well, I'm going to run to the bathroom first, and I'll grab a spot, or, I'll get the merch, or after the show lets out, when it gets like a mob of people all exiting, say we'll meet by that fire hydrant that was out front, something like that. Teamwork make the dream work. Next up, Dave.
Will the UK have VIP? I bloody well hope so. I think providing it all goes well in America and the Americans don't let us down, then I should imagine we will. Yes, I'm talking to you two.
Yeah, that's very true.
What? We're very well behaved.
Wasn't it in the UK, though, that they swarmed Will at that one show? They were like all up on him.
Yes.
That looked a little terrifying. That's why I'm hoping this formal meet and greet will be safer.
Was
and more
that on
organized.
the Resources tour?
Yeah.
In London or Manchester, wherever it was.
I think it was.
Yeah. No, so hopefully all goes well, because I know the UK would be heartbroken if they didn't have the opportunity to do the meet and greets as well, and the other offerings that go along with the VIP. So do we think they'll have CDs to buy at the gig? I'm thinking yes, because this is for the album, right? Or you don't think they'll have enough to go around to all those?
Part of me was kind of thinking, would that be in the VIP match? I mean, would it kind of expect that? But
they would have to charge more, I think, for VIP then.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Because
it's the tour for the album, so it sort of seems like it would make sense to be able to. But
I've seen there seems to be a trend lately of bands having their vinyls at the merch table. I don't know about CDs. That's a super good question.
That's true. I have seen the vinyls and not CDs for Los Campesinos, so that is possible. Good question. Anyone's guess? We'll find out in October when the first gig happens.
Right. Next question.
Yeah.
Do kid and parent both need VIP? Great question. I'm going to say you need to call the venue.
Yeah. I'm sure
call
it varies.
The venue. Yep. Definitely. I'm sure it varies. And talk to them. I am sure that depending on if there's an age limit or not, which again, call your venue if you have any questions at all on age limits. But that's definitely a question for the specific venue that you are going to. And I wish we had an answer for you, but we just don't. So
not a blanket one, no.
Call the venue.
The next one I'll jump to is just will Lovejoy Nation be at any of the shows?
Yes, we all will be.
Yeah, I think we addressed that early on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Pebble Brain Trust will be making appearances in the crowds of these shows and maybe giving out some little goodies.
Yes.
While we're there.
That's a very good point. If you see us, what is it they got to say to me? Oi, Dave, give us a bloody... Yeah.
Where's my nugget?
We should have we should have a t-shirt with our big cartoon Zim character face on it so to know who we are.
Right.
have a Lovejoy Nation t-shirt printed, ready to go. It's all ironed.
Ironed. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's all ironed. It's all ready to go.
Extra mild.
Got to look presentable. How do people find other love enjoyers to have fun with?
Yeah, Dave.
I can't answer that. Most of those are teens.
Look under a rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you find them a lot on social media, right? And then people are saying which gigs are going to be at. There's a Discord for the tour.
Be quite honest with you. When you're in the line, speak to the people next to you.
That's true. You end up chatting
Absolutely.
up with people near you.
Spoken to many a different person in a queue. And sometimes you end up hanging around with them.
Yeah, and they've all been lovely. In Brooklyn, we met a lot of people when we walked up and down the line. And it was just fun. Everybody's excited. Everybody's happy, in a good mood, and talking about their favorite songs, playing the songs. It's a good time. So don't worry about that too much. You're all there for the same reason. So yeah, I guess at the gig or on the line is the best place.
Okay, next question. Will there be support acts? Who knows?
We think so.
Almost certainly.
I think so.
I think it'd be really weird if there wasn't.
Yeah, I think they like to help out these new bands and musicians, artists. That's how I found Tommy Reagan, who I love a lot of his songs and follow him on Instagram now. Yeah, so I think it's likely. Even if they have the VIP meet and greet and all happening, Angie, you thought that still might be a good possibility anyway?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the support act shouldn't have any effect on VIP. No, that there will be VIP and support. And I don't know if somebody had asked this, but I think we had spoke about it earlier. I would say probably like 0% chance that the VIP is going to happen after the show. It'll be before the show. I'll eat my socks if it's after the show.
Ooh.
So that's how confident I am.
Lastly, and this is a big important one that I know Angie will have a lot to say. Concert etiquette, especially Lovejoy gig etiquette. Do you want to be the mother hen? Or should I say it first?
You know what? You go ahead. You go ahead and say whatever you would like to say, and then Dave and I can fill in.
Okay. Singing along with the songs, everyone does. You can't contain yourself. There's special chance that the fans know that they sing along with the songs. Great. When a member of the band would like to speak and address the crowd, could you do us all a favor? We want to hear what they have to say. And we can't do it if you're in our ear yelling out random silly things to Wilbur just because you can't contain yourself because he's 3 feet in front of you. We want to hear him speak, not you. No offense. We paid the money to hear his words, or Joe's, or Mark, whoever's choosing to speak at that time and has the floor, if you will. Thank you. Good night.
Yes, let them speak. If you are trying to get their attention because you have a sign that you want to show them or something that you want to give them, wait until after the show is done and take your gift and, if you can, place it on the stage, have it passed up to the stage. Or sometimes at the merch table, there will be a gift box. Please do not, under any circumstances, throw a bracelet or a plushie or whatnot onto the stage. It is dangerous for the artist. I know other artists I've seen, they've gotten, nailed in the eye with a bracelet and they've had to stop the show because I imagine that really hurts. Or, they'll trip over something and fall. It's just, it's really unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
So just wait until after the show and try and get it up to the stage. And if you have a sign, like, signs are great, signs are fine, but please don't hold it up the whole time because then you're blocking the view of people that can, people that would like to see behind you. Mm-hmm. A good rule of thumb is to hold it about, chest height. They'll still be able to see it. And don't hold it up all the time. Number one, your arms are going to get really sore. And number two, there are still people, depending on how big it is. And I don't think most of these places allow very big signs. That's another thing. If you're thinking about bringing a sign, please verify with your venue so you're not, disappointed when you get there and you're not able to bring your sign in that you spent a bunch of time on. Again, like Lesley said, please don't scream their name constantly. I kind of feel like they're almost trained or are really good at tuning out that kind of stuff. We've been to a lot of shows. We've seen a lot of people screaming, insert random band member's name. And I've never, ever once seen them respond to it. I don't know if you guys have, but I've never seen them respond to it. I think they just tune it out on purpose.
They also have those heavy duty earplug things in their ears where they're listening to, production staff, the back line or whatever, if need be, band members.
Very good.
Protecting it's also acting as ear protection, so they can't even necessarily hear what you're saying. So, yeah. And when you were talking about being allowed to bring a sign in the venue, it made me think another thing for folks to look up on these websites of the venues is what's allowed size-wise for bags. Because you might end up having your bag taken away, or if you have a camera that looks too professional, be sure to check what their policies are for what you're allowed to bring into the venue. So you don't have things taken away.
Most UK stuff, they're happy with a smallish handbag. No rucksacks. No rucksacks whatsoever. Backpacks. Anything that goes on your back. Just a small bag, clutch bag, whatever
Each
you
venue
call
is a
it.
little slightly different. They'll have the dimensions. They'll say if they want a clear bag or not. A point and shoot camera may be fine, but if it's a camera that has removable lenses, they may hold that back at the table and not let you in the venue space with it. So just something to keep in mind. As far as etiquette, yeah, if you bump into someone, if you can, try to make that moment of oh, sorry. But you it's expected that there's going to be some bumping around, and everyone's just there having a good time and dancing along. And that's just, if you're in the general admission crowd, that's just going to go along with the territory, to be honest. Again, any issues you may have as far as if you tend to be an anxious person or if you have mobility issues, these are things to address at each individual venue. They may have places you can go that you might be more comfortable in or you might feel safer in case you have a cane or crutches or anything like that.
Going back to Angie, you said about singing. Personally, I can't bear people singing to my favourite song because I want to listen to them singing it to me.
I know.
But
I'm the one that said it, I think. But
yeah, that's something I have to put up with.
I think that just happens.
But
if you are recording, it is nicer if you're not screaming lyrics and recording it, and then you share that video, and then you later on, oh my God, you just hear me the whole time. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Dave, you don't ever want to stand by me at a show.
Yeah, no.
That would not be good.
I was going to say I watched some of your videos you recorded, but I watched some of your videos that your assistant videographer recorded. And I believe I said to you, is that you singing, Ange? Yes, was the answer.
There might have been one particular song where I was exceptionally loud and obnoxious, which...
And excited. It's supposed to be a free, fun, clear mind of the outside world, and in all your problems, just let go. Just let go and enjoy and be in the moment.
Go to a gig to escape reality.
Exactly.
Enjoy it.
All right, chickens. I think this has been, I hope to you all, a valuable episode and very informative, as well as fun to listen to. Next time, we'll be discussing, who knows at this point, whatever Lovejoy decides to throw at us, because
UK
they
tour.
like surprising
UK
us.
tour, please.
Hopefully we'll be discussing a UK tour or another single that's been dropped.
Oh, good. I must ask you, what song will be the next one? Loving Pay and Display.
Mm-hmm.
Will it be Pay and Display?
I think so. They showed clips of the music video. I believe that's what we were looking at the other day.
Or will it be Perfect Blue?
I think it'll be Pay and Display.
Mm-hmm. Because if it hasn't been Foxholes yet, then Pay and Display.
So we're all going for Pay and Display. Check back here next time to find the answer.
Yeah, we'll find out if we were right. Well, thank you all for listening to us. Hope you enjoyed. We look forward to hearing from you. Always check out our website, lvjynation.com. Any links pertaining that we've discussed in this episode will be up in the episode description or on our blog on the website. Thanks again, and see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later.